Have you ever looked into a Doberman's eyes and felt like they were staring right into your soul? There is a reason for that intensity. It's not just obedience, it is a connection so profound that it often feels telepathic. Dobermans aren't just pets. They are shadows, guardians, and emotional anchors. Today, we are counting down the top 10 reasons why this specific breed forms an unbreakable, almost supernatural bond with their humans. By the time we reach number 1, you will understand why owning a Doberman isn't just having a dog, it's a lifestyle. Let's explore the science and soul behind the Velcro dog. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Created for connection. The Doberman didn't evolve randomly in the wild. They were engineered with a very specific purpose that mandated extreme loyalty. Louis Doberman, a tax collector in 19th century Germany, needed a protector that wouldn't just guard a property but would guard him personally while he walked dangerous rounds. This required a dog that was physically imposing but psychologically tethered to its handler. They weren't bred to hunt miles away from their master, they were bred to stand right beside them. This genetic history means their desire to be near you isn't clinginess. It's a biological imperative. They feel safest and most purposeful when they are within touching distance of their person. But this physical closeness is just the surface. The emotional intelligence they possess is where the real magic happens. Number 9. Emotional mirroring experts. Have you ever noticed that when you are anxious, your Doberman paces, or when you are sad, they rest their heavy head on your lap? Dobermans are masters of emotional contagion. They don't just observe your mood, they absorb it. Studies in canine cognition suggest that working breeds like Dobermans are highly attuned to micro-expressions and changes in human scent related to stress hormones. When you have a bad day, they know it before you even speak a word. They don't just tolerate your emotions, they actively try to resolve them, offering comfort or protection depending on what they sense you need. This mirroring creates a feedback loop of empathy, but their ability to sense danger takes this connection to a much more intense level. Number 8. The personal bodyguard. There is a distinct difference between a dog that barks at a squirrel and a Doberman that perceives a threat to its family. Their protective instinct is personal, not territorial. A Doberman might let a stranger walk past the fence, but if that stranger makes a wrong move toward you, the dynamic shifts instantly. This personal protection mode creates a deep sense of trust. You trust them to keep you safe, and they trust you to lead them. It's a partnership forged in the instinct to survive. When a dog dedicates its entire existence to your safety, the bond transcends simple companionship. It becomes a pact of mutual survival. However, this intensity requires a specific kind of leadership, which leads us to their incredible need for guidance. Number 7. Craving your guidance. Dobermans are often misunderstood as stubborn, but in reality, they are desperate for direction. They possess a high working drive and a will to please that is off the charts. When you train a Doberman, you aren't just teaching commands. You are building a language unique to the two of you. They look to their owners for cues on how to react to the world. Every training session, every walk, and every game of fetch reinforces the idea that you are the center of their universe. They don't want to be independent thinkers, they want to be your executive officer. This reliance on your guidance strengthens the bond because it requires constant, two-way communication. But what happens when that communication becomes almost effortless? Number 6. The Velcro effect. If you own a Doberman, you know that privacy is a concept of the past. They are notoriously called Velcro dogs for a reason. You go to the kitchen, they follow. You go to the bathroom, they wait by the door. You sit on the couch, they are leaning against your leg. This constant physical proximity releases oxytocin, the love hormone, in both the dog and the human. It's a chemical reaction that literally cements the bond every single day. They physically need to lean on you to feel complete. This isn't anxiety, it's affection in its purest form. They are declaring with their body weight that they are with you. Yet, this physical attachment is nothing compared to their intellectual capacity to understand you. Number 5. Unmatched intellectual depth. Ranking consistently in the top 5 smartest dog breeds, Dobermans possess a frighteningly high level of intelligence. But it's not just about learning tricks, it's about problem solving and understanding context. They remember routines, recognize specific words, and can even manipulate situations to get what they want. Because they are so smart, they require an owner who engages their mind. When you challenge a Doberman mentally, you are earning their respect. They don't blindly follow, they choose to follow because they respect your intellect. This intellectual connection makes them feel more like a peer or a partner than a pet. It feels like living with a human in a dog suit. This brain power, however, makes them incredibly sensitive to the dynamics of the household. Number 4. One-person devotion. While Dobermans can love a whole family, they are famous for choosing their person. This is the specific human they bond with most intensely, usually the one who trains, feeds, and spends the most time with them. This one-person dog phenomenon is powerful. If you are the chosen one, you become their sun, moon, and stars. They will listen to you when they ignore everyone else. They will check on you first when they enter a room. This exclusivity makes the bond feel incredibly special and rare. It is a VIP club with a membership of 2. Being the recipient of such focused devotion is overwhelming in the best way possible. But this devotion stems from a trait that is often overlooked: their surprising softness. Number 3. The sensitive soul. Underneath that muscular, intimidating exterior lies one of the most sensitive hearts in the canine world. Dobermans are surprisingly soft. They do not respond well to harsh punishment or anger. It crushes their spirit. They thrive on positive reinforcement and love. This sensitivity means they are deeply hurt if they feel rejected or isolated from their pack. They need reassurance and physical affection just as much as they need exercise. Because they are so vulnerable with their emotions, they elicit a protective, nurturing instinct in their owners. You realize that this big, scary dog is actually a giant baby who needs to be tucked in. Seeing their vulnerability makes you love them harder, but this sensitivity is balanced by a ferocity that is equally bonding. Number 2. Fearless in crisis. We often talk about loyalty in peacetime, but Doberman loyalty is tested and proven in chaos. There are countless stories of Dobermans intervening in burglaries, stepping between their owners and aggressive animals, or alerting families to fires. In a crisis, a Doberman does not run away. They run toward the threat to intercept it. This level of courage creates a sense of gratitude in the owner that is hard to put into words. Knowing that your dog would literally lay down their life for you changes the dynamic of your relationship. It moves from affection to deep, abiding reverence. You aren't just friends, you are comrades in arms. And this leads us to the number 1 reason, the core of the Doberman soul. Number 1. The silent promise. The ultimate reason for this deep bond is the silent promise a Doberman makes to you. It is an unwritten contract of total devotion. Unlike other breeds that might have a wandering eye or an independent streak, a Doberman is entirely satisfied with just being yours. Their world begins and ends with you. It is a love that is unconditional, unwavering, and absolute. They see you at your worst and love you anyway. They forgive your mistakes instantly. In a world that is constantly changing and often judgmental, the Doberman offers a constant, steady stream of validation and love. They are the one thing in your life that will never, ever let you down. So guys, the bond with a Doberman isn't something you can explain to someone who hasn't experienced it. It's a mix of respect, protection, vulnerability, and an ancient genetic promise to stand by your side no matter what. They are the guardians of our homes, but more importantly, the guardians of our hearts. If you have a Doberman, hold them close today. You are their whole world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.